Welcome back, guys. My name is Patrick. This is the Oilers Rundown. Trade deadline day has come to a close. The Oilers made 2 deals. Let's break them down right now. Today, the Edmonton Oilers acquired 2 players and moved 1 player off the roster. Edmonton's first trade of the day was with the Montreal Canadiens and went as follows. To the Edmonton Oilers, defenseman Brett Kulak. Kulak has a cap hit of $1.85 million and is a pending UFA. In the deal, the Habs retained 50% of Kulak's cap hit, making his final cap hit for the Oilers $925,000. To the Montreal Canadiens in the deal, defenseman William Lagesson and a conditional second-round draft pick. As part of the Duncan Keith trade with Chicago, a condition was made where if Duncan Keith plays top 4 minutes for the Oilers and they reach the Stanley Cup Finals, the Hawks get the Oilers' 2022 second-round draft pick. If those conditions aren't met, the Hawks will get the Oilers' 2022 third-round draft pick. For this trade, if the Oilers lose their second-round pick to Chicago, Montreal will get Edmonton's 2023 second-round draft pick. My rundown on the trade? I thought this was an overpay by Ken Holland until all the final details came out. I like Brett Kulak. I think he's a fantastic pickup for the third pairing. He does have the ability to move up in case of injury. He currently has 3 goals, 10 assists for 13 points in 56 games played and is a -10. He's a left shot D, but has the ability to play the right side if needed. He's from Stony Plain, Alberta, so a local guy. I believe I read today that he summers in Canmore, Alberta, so he should feel right at home. There's already talk the Oilers will look to extend him. I'm sure they want to see how the fit is first, though. But it sounds like the Oilers are really happy with this acquisition. Moving out William Lagesson makes sense. He wasn't part of the Oilers' future, and the Oilers needed to clear a roster spot for Kulak. As I mentioned many times, Carson Soucy was the defenseman I really wanted, but he doesn't end up moving today, so maybe something the Oilers can look at in the summertime. The second trade of the day was with the Philadelphia Flyers and went as follows. To the Edmonton Oilers, forward Derrick Brassard. Brassard has a cap hit of $825,000 and is a pending UFA. In this deal, the Oilers were also able to get the Flyers to retain 50% of Brassard's contract, so he only ends up being a $412,500 cap hit. To the Philadelphia Flyers, Edmonton's 2023 fourth-round draft pick. My rundown on the trade? I really like this deal for the Oilers. Brassard is a perfect depth option. He can play center or left wing. I actually listed Brassard as one of my trade deadline targets for the Oilers a few months back, and I nailed their return as well. My other 2 picks in that video were Marc-Andre Fleury and Jacob Chychrun, but 1 out of 3 ain't bad. All in all, I'm happy with what Ken Holland was able to accomplish. He did what he said he was going to do. He acquired a depth defenseman and a depth forward. He didn't bring in a goalie, but there was definitely goalies available. Kaapo Kähkönen in Minnesota was there, Scott Wedgwood in Arizona. Harri Sateri was on waivers to claim, so Holland did have options. He probably would have had to move Mike Smith, no small task, so I get why it didn't happen, but it certainly wasn't out of the realm of possibility. Looking at where the Oilers' new additions fit, we could see a forward group that looks like this. I see Derrick Brassard taking over the fourth-line center role. You can move Ryan McLeod to the wing, and the extras in this scenario would be Devin Shore and Brad Malone. And there is still the possibility that Dylan Holloway comes up from Bakersfield, so this lineup could look even more dangerous in the days to come. And on defense, I have Brett Kulak moving into the third pairing with Tyson Barrie, pushing Chris Russell down to being the 7th defenseman for the Oilers. The Oilers are a deeper team today than they were yesterday. We all would have loved to see Ken Holland do more, but like I said, when all is said and done, I'm reasonably happy with the additions he made. I was very angry with him earlier, but when the news of retention on the deals came out, my nerves cooled quite a bit. Looking ahead to tonight against the Colorado Avalanche, Brad Malone joins the lineup to replace Josh Archibald, who is suspended while the Oilers play in the United States. I hadn't mentioned Archibald, but obviously he didn't move today. And Mike Smith will get the start and goal for the Oilers tonight. This will be a huge test for Smith, and if it goes bad, I think we're one step closer to seeing a recall of Stuart Skinner. But if Smith gets the job done, he will live to see another day. Well, guys, that's all for me for now. Let me know your thoughts on trade deadline in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan. Enjoy the game tonight, guys, and I will see you when it's all said and done for the Fanatic Rundown. And my buddy Mike and I will also be filming a new episode of The Fanatics this afternoon. I'll release that tomorrow for you guys to check out. Have a great evening, guys. Enjoy the game, and I'll see you soon. Take care.